Welcome to the MBM Vault, live from the Media Hub on riotradio.ca. We're your hosts, Abby.
And I'm Kim Shogobin. This show is all about music, local talent, industry news, and most importantly, fun. Today we'll be interviewing Matt and Abby, who are co-managers of the Flashback enterprise.
Woo-hoo. So we're going to start with some host questions. Everyone's so excited about that.
Abby, how are you feeling?
Exhausted. How are you?
I would say the exact same.
Oh, wow. We're so diverse in our answering here. How's your semester going?
Good, except I had my first contract law test last week, and the Scantron machine wasn't working, so I have to wait another week to get mine. And I'm quite scared.
That's fair.
To be so honest with you.
I don't like Scantron sheets because I think I had one situation in like maybe the 9th grade where I was like one question off.
And then you have to erase it and go back?
Not even. I didn't even notice. And then they're like, I looked over just because it was kind of concerning that you got like 2 right.
Yeah.
Because, you know, when sometimes they're in like double on the same answer. So they're like, you answered all of them correctly for one question above. And it was a really easy test. So I assumed, so I came to talk to you about it. I think it was like one of my first experiences with the Scantron sheet. And I just didn't notice that all of my questions were just down one. I think I missed a question somewhere, and then we were all, like, down.
Yeah, I remember for Greg's test last semester, I, did 2 in one spot, and I didn't realize it, and I was halfway through the test. And it was, like, a midterm, so I had to go back and erase everything.
Then you just, like, skip a line by accident. You don't even notice because the D is, like, all the way over here, and then the A is here.
Yeah, it was not a fun time at all.
That's why I double-check the Scantron sheets every single time. It's like, I'm not one for rereading my written answers, but I will read that Scantron sheet multiple times.
It's probably a good thing it's happened to us, because now we're both super cautious.
True. So, how have you enjoyed being in the vault?
I love the vault. I think it's
That sounded very
No,
fake.
it was so
Thank
real.
you.
It was so real. But I think it's cool. I think we're very different from the other enterprises in that we have a very strict, steady schedule with our show days every Thursday morning. So I also think it's cool how we've been able to like meet people in the program, outside the program. Also, just I've stayed connected with a lot of people that we've interviewed, which is cool. So it's like kind of networking itself.
Exactly. Yeah. It's very. That sounded so odd. I sound like
we're
a
being
professor.
so
exactly
genuine.
right. That is exactly what you want.
How have you enjoyed being a member, co-manager, or not co-manager, manager?
See, don't let Lily hear you. Check up for your head. It's good. I like it. You pick up where other people can't do their job. That sounds bad. Oh my gosh. You help out where you can.
Yes.
Let's go with that. And I enjoy that. Yes, I like helping people accomplish the things that they want to do.
You're very
That's
good at
it. That's what I meant to say.
You're also very good at that.
Thank you. So we have pre-recorded episodes coming up in the future. Are you excited?
I am so excited. It's going to be cool, good dynamic to just be able to actually watch our episodes because we want to actually be here.
True. And if we mess up like I just did, we can edit it out.
Exactly. Honestly, messing up makes it more genuine.
True.
That's
the beauty of the live episode.
Exactly. So, Breakthrough had their open mic not too long ago. Was it last week or the week before?
Last weekend.
Last week. And then they have another event coming, and it is called The Tiniest Desk. It will be on February 20th from 7 to 9 p.m. at Cobb's Records, and it is free entry. For more updates, go to @Breakthrough Events and @Cobb's Records on Instagram. It should be really cool.
I'm excited for that one, actually.
Yeah.
And we're also having an emo night coming up soon, live on February 17th at the Biltmore Theater. Bands managed by Takeover under our enterprise situation. I'm messing everything up today.
You're not. You're doing great.
The bands are Contour and Slow Drain, and they're going to be having a giveaway, so go check on their Instagram. For ticket info, it's 19 plus, $22. The doors open at 7 p.m., and you can purchase your tickets on the Biltmore Theater's website or the band's Instagram page. For more info, visit @Biltmore Theater or @Contour.music and @SlowDrainBand on Instagram.
Do you think you're going to go to emo night?
It's hard to say. It depends on if I'm busy, which I might be, because that's a Saturday, isn't it?
I think so. I know it's like a really popular thing. It won't just be MBM students. It will be like all of Oshawa.
I remember they had one right after we got in the program in our first semester.
A few people in the first years went to that. Then some of us just didn't even know it was a thing.
I wanted to go with Alyssa and our friend Kelsey. Kelsey was old enough, but we were not.
Ah.
So it was like, oh, well, that doesn't work.
I am considering it. I don't know. It's a possibility, but if
We'll
you
see
go,
how it goes.
you might be able
So,
to see us.
Coming up after the music break, we'll be talking with Matt and Abby, co-managers of Flashback.
Don't forget, you can follow us on social media at the DCSA Media Hub and MBM Vault.
We're going to play you some music. Here's On the 5 by, oh no, Winekta?
Yes.
Bowling League? Yes. Wow, I'm so blind.
I remember memorizing
And
that
Wake
last
Me
night.
by Bleachers, live for the Media Hub on riotradio.ca. Welcome back to the MBM Vault. We're your hosts, Abby.
And I'm Kim, and today we are here with Matt and Abby. Woo! How are you guys doing?
We're pretty good. How are you guys?
Should we just go with our last answer? Tired.
Sleepy.
Oh,
My bad.
I think we're too used to like an 11 a.m. show.
Yeah.
That's too early.
Yeah, last semester I'd wake up at like 9.
I mean, I think we had a 9 a.m. show on Thursdays first semester, and then maybe 8 a.m. the next semester,
Yeah.
or 9 and then 10.
Yeah.
I don't remember which way, but
Yeah, okay. So, you guys are both in Flashback, right?
Yes.
You guys are co-managers, which is your role. Why'd you guys choose Flashback?
Why did we choose Flashback?
That's a really good
That's
question.
a great question.
You guys like,
what do you think the answer is, Kim?
they like reading newsletters.
Of course.
Yeah, absolutely. The honest answer is I was the photographer last year, and I had a really good time, and I just really wanted to make sure it's the future of Flashback is in good hands.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
With that being said, did you kind of just want to give a brief overview of what Flashback is?
So Flashback deals with the public relations side of the Scent enterprises. It deals with photography and videography and journalism and publicism.
I'm not going to lie to you, whenever I get the Flashback newsletter in my mailbox, I'm like, yes. I'm excited to see who gets like quoted.
Are you an avid reader?
I
of
am
the
an avid
Flashback
reader.
newsletter?
Well, Jess, she's one of your journalists.
Mhm.
She like quoted me on the first one, so I feel like cool when I read it. I'm like, oh wait,
She's great.
I was quoted. So now I kind of feel like I have to read it, and I get excited when I read it.
Mhm.
And then I'll go up to whoever was quoted. I'll be like, you were quoted. They'll be like, what? I'm like, yeah, go look. Because they like forget that they got quoted. I'm like, go take a look right now.
So what I'm hearing from this is you should talk more about it on our show.
Yes.
It's fine. You'll work on the scripts anyway. So
But
that's all
well,
on
we
you, man.
usually talk about it every episode.
True.
We try to.
Speaking of, any upcoming newsletters?
We're going to have one coming out next week. This is supposed to be our late January issue, but getting released in February.
Better late than never.
Yeah.
That's right. It's going to include a piece on Black History Month. Jess is currently writing a piece about Black Lives Matter and the whole movement, the whole history of that movement, and just basically the whole concept of Black History Month. I think it includes a album review about Green Day's new Saviors album and an artist interview of some sort.
That's awesome.
Sounds wicked.
Have you guys enjoyed being managers so far?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun.
Yeah.
How do you guys kind of like divide your roles? Like who's doing this and who's doing what? Like are you more like the photography side? And are
Yeah.
you more like the...
Yeah.
So how did you decide to do that? Just because you like photography more? Taking photos more?
Yeah.
It's kind of more rum?
I think we've also decided about that because we've worked in those roles last year. Like I was
Yeah.
a journalist and Matt was the photographer, and he knows all about like the camera stuff.
Yeah.
And I know more about like the publicism of things in journalism.
So you've enjoyed it because you get to co-manage and you also get to kind of stay in what you're comfortable in?
That's right.
Yeah.
Wicked.
Which is great.
This is much more organized than my enterprise. It's usually just like frantic text messages to Lily, like, please help me. There's too much to do.
It's like that sometimes.
Yeah.
It's just like, I can do it. It's fine. It's like, you're doing more than I am. Please let me help.
How big is your team? Because I know you have a few photographers, journalists.
We're down to 10 now.
Dang.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's including us, yeah. So we
Yeah.
have 8 people on our team.
That's so cool. We have like, I can't math.
7 or 8.
7 or 8. Oh,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I lose track often.
Well,
It
it's
is
fine,
what
'cause,
it
like,
is.
we have less moving parts, right?
Yeah.
But we
Yeah.
have a lot, and it's like a lot to think about sometimes. So
Yeah.
I'm also like so used to only having like 2 people on social media from last year as I was one, and now that we have multiple, which makes sense because they all do different things. It's just like, oh yes, we have social media. That's like 2. Oh, and Alyssa. Oh, and we did have Rang. We did have Kim. Kim was on social
I
media.
was past social media. Yes.
I feel like I need to keep a checklist and be like, oh, who actually came to the meeting this week? Oh.
No, I think we're all very happy with our roles in Enterprise right now.
I think it works out.
Yeah. So, how do you guys go about working with the other enterprises? Because you do interviews with other enterprises and stuff like that, right? So how do you go about doing that?
Well, on the journalism side of things, I usually get the journalists to reach out to the artists and offer them an interview, but most of the time, the artist or the artist manager will come to us saying like, oh, can you interview our artist? And then we'll set up a date and all the scheduling after that. And, yeah.
the same goes for photographers as well.
Mhm.
Usually it's actually no, we don't like approach people for a photo shoot or whatever. They usually just come to us, or they come to the manager, which is us, and then we kind of just send it over to our photographers, and they kind of just put together a time for them to get a shoot done.
It's so cool. I always see your photographers at the event just like
Mhm.
going ham on like a performer. I'm always like, you look so professional.
Will you guys be doing enterprise photo shoots for the yearbook this year?
We will.
Yes.
We are planning. I'm planning on getting them done sometime within February and
Mhm.
March.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, Lily and I
Definitely.
need maternity shoot part 2 this year, so.
Elaborate?
Love to see
I think we were one of the last enterprises to get our photos done, and we had like, I think Matt was taking ours, and we were
Yeah.
like just finishing up.
Yeah.
And Lily and I were like, oh, we're the only social media people. We should take photos together. And then suddenly the maternity, like, you know, where one has the arms around the other, just kind of
Like prom
happened.
photos?
I should put
Kinda, but
Solid.
maternity shoot is where our brains went for some reason.
I want to see those. I'm going to tell Lillian to pull up the receipts.
it's fine. I think
Probably
I
in
still
your book
have it
somewhere.
saved. in
Oh,
my
great.
cloud.
Even
hope
better.
they're
We
in
should do
last
like
year's
a
yearbook.
throwback
Huh? I
Thursday
hope they're in
post
last
on our
year's yearbook.
Instagram.
It might be.
True.
It's in my bag. So
Do you guys find that you have any challenges like in your enterprise, like any like standout challenges, and like how do you overcome them? Like per se, getting interviews or finding a time where you can all go and take photos or something like that.
it's definitely like the scheduling
Yeah.
side of things.
Yeah.
There are a lot of moving parts in our enterprises, like I said, and communication. Everyone has busy lives,
Mhm.
so do we. So
I think Set in Class is really good for that because we all have to be there at the same time.
Mm.
Absolutely.
You just chase after people. It's
Yeah.
like you haven't responded to my email.
Yeah, it's like I said, we have busy lives,
Mhm.
so like I don't really blame them for anything.
Exactly,
Like
yeah.
if, things get in the way, but it's just all about communication and just making sure they're getting their stuff done.
Do you guys have any strategies you use to overcome them? Like your challenges?
just be direct with your communication.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty much my method of it. And what are your methods?
Yeah, be direct, but also like if I have to, you have to like empathize with them, just make sure they're doing okay first.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, do you have any future plans coming up soon, or in the future?
Well, aside from the newsletters, we'll be attending, or our team will be attending the breakthrough event on February 20th at Cops Records. And,
No way, me too.
Other than that, we're hoping to get that yearbook completed, this year's yearbook by
I
the end
added
of
a
March.
lot of photos to that drive.
I was
Perfect.
looking through it. Oh my god.
We'll make a
Like,
whole
there's so
section
many.
There's
dedicated to
like
Kim.
4 photos of my dog in there.
Yeah, she's doing it during our enterprise meeting. She's
Oh,
just like, look at this photo. I'm like,
Okay,
What?
because we have a group chat. The first years have a group chat, so I saved every single photo from that group chat, and then I added it in.
Mhm.
And then I have
Oh.
photos from my camera. I like texted them. I was like, I'm adding all these photos in. If you don't want one, go to the drive and delete it. And they're like, okay. So I added in like 20 photos from that. Then I had like 20 photos of just like me and like Ava, who was on the show last week. And then I have like random photos of like other people from first year. And I was just like, am I adding in too many? Because I don't know if anyone else is adding any in from first years.
No,
I say go for it.
So I added it, and then I added one photo of my dog, and then I was like, wait, I need a photo of my dog when he was young. So I added that, and then I was like, wait, but he's not a baby in this. So I added another one. I was like, you don't have to use all of them, but
No, it's fine. Go crazy.
you will
Like,
see a lot of photos of the same dog in that drive.
Like, yeah, go crazy. Like, we're at the end of the day, we're gonna be like sorting through them anyway.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna try to like include as many of the photos that you added.
Mhm.
So yeah, like just go crazy.
And
And tell your friends to go crazy.
I
seriously.
will. I've been saying on the show every week, yearbook drive, go. Have you guys been to Cops before? Any of you?
I've been to both locations, but I've been to the Toronto one a little bit more.
I've never been. I've
Neither have I.
been
It's
scared to
dope.
go downtown Oshawa by myself.
Downtown Oshawa is very scary.
So
Mhm.
I haven't.
I live in the middle
Yeah.
of nowhere, so going downtown anywhere is like, do I really have to? Should I do that? Will I survive?
Yeah. Are you guys from Oshawa?
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Know what? I'm not that far away. I'm like Ajax, like 20 minutes away.
it's better.
Yeah, you know, I'm
That's way
not that
better.
far away.
Yeah,
either.
Ajax compared to Oshawa, I cannot. I'm scared to drive here. I have not driven here once. I was like, Dad, I won't do it.
No offense, no one here can drive.
No, they can't.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no. The amount of U-turns I see, the amount of crazy turns I see, I'm like, that's actually illegal.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just terrified.
Also, your like advanced left turn signals, they flash. That's weird. Just letting you
Yeah.
know. That's weird that they do that.
Mhm.
I have another question about the yearbook.
Mhm.
Is it going to be like hard copy or is it going to be like a digital yearbook? Or is that not something you
It's gonna be physical.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be like a hardcover. Or we were trying to do that last year.
Yeah.
But I
Costs
think
money.
it was. Was it like a lot more expensive? I can't-
Yes, yeah.
Mm.
And the was it the paperback
Mhm.
version of that was a lot better in terms of pricing. It was a lot
Mhm.
more affordable.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So like a lot more people like bought it, which is great.
Yeah.
Cool.
Is there anything outside of your enterprise that you have coming up that you're excited for?
Sleep.
Sleep. Lots of
Sleep.
drums.
Good old
Yeah.
sheep.
Lots of drums.
You're
and
the
sleep.
F1 enthusiast, right?
Yes, I am.
What do you think about Lewis Hamilton?
Oh my god. Yeah. I had a feeling you were gonna bring that up. Like
What are your thoughts? I am
I-
like, as soon as they announced it, I was like, I know it's happening, or else they wouldn't have said anything.
mhm.
But once it actually happened, I was like, no shot.
Yeah, like I was shocked because I woke up at like 6 a.m. I got on Instagram and I saw like the news being official
Yeah.
that Lewis is going to
I was
Ferrari.
sitting right here. I looked at my phone. I was like, okay, guess I'm filming a show now.
Yeah, and like like I thought it wasn't true.
Yeah.
I really thought it wasn't true because like I never thought that would happen because like I've been watching since like 2015
Yeah.
and I thought he would retire in Mercedes.
So did I. And he
Yeah.
did kind of good on that team, right?
He did amazing.
So, like, hopefully he brings that over to us because Ferrari is what I cheer for. Which we're not surprised because Charles. but
Everyone's a Ferrari fan.
I'm a Charles fan.
Really?
She's a Charles fan.
Not just because he's Charles, you know?
I just like Carlos.
I also like Carlos. I like the whole team.
All right. Coming up after the music break, we'll be talking more in depth with Matt and Abby.
Don't forget that you can follow us on social media at the DCSA Media Hub and at MBM Vault.
And you can also follow their enterprise at mbm.flashback and their personal Instagrams if you want to plug them.
Abby K Power on Instagram.
Yeah, and it's at Antimato with an O. Although I'm not on Instagram right now, so
Solid.
Just go follow him anyway.
yeah. I'll accept them when I come back.
We're going to play some music. Here's Maria Tabian by... Do you want to...
Crangbin.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Young Americans by David Bowie. Live from the Media Hub at Riot Radio.
Welcome back to the MBM Vault. We're your hosts, Abigail.
And I'm Kim, and today we're here with Matt and Abby, co-managers of Flashback.
All right. So we're going to get more in depth on personal questions here. So what is your desired future career?
Oh boy.
It's okay. I can't answer it either.
Or
if that's where you're
potential
going.
options,
I-
if you don't know for sure.
I can't really think of one right now, but last time I was here I said photography, so I'll just stick with that.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
Yeah.
How about you?
Thanks for asking. Well, like, I don't know, because I've wanted to kind of venture into the more like admin side of the business, but I want to stick with session drumming as part of that. And like, just to kind of answer one of the last questions here, it's like the MBM program kind of made me like want to keep doing the drumming side of that and kind of work in more of a business side instead of like I want to play in a band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can kind of see both sides now because you're in the program, I feel.
That's right.
I know a lot of people in the program, they're like, I want to be an artist, but being a part of tour management could also be really cool. Or being like a journalist could also be pretty cool.
No, wait till all of you first years get into Greg's tour management
I'm
class,
so
and then see how they
excited for
feel.
that class. Why is it? Is it a wild
It's
class?
something.
It's cool.
Well,
a
it's
lot of
because
work.
Greg
interesting.
is like a
It's something.
wild, like unique way of teaching, or
No,
He's
it's
very
just-
unique.
It's a lot to take in though. Like your first project, you just sit there and go like, "Wow, that's a lot,"
Yeah.
and then
you know what? I'm
you fight through it.
He's quite special.
very excited
Yeah.
for it. So, would you say that the MBM programs help you either decide what you want to do and choose what you want to do?
I think it has.
Mm.
Yeah.
Has there been a specific class you've had that's kind of been like, this is kind of pointing me more towards this or pushing me away from this in terms of a career?
Honestly.
Because I know event planning was, for me, was like, okay, I definitely want to be in event planning of some sort.
Oh yeah.
We are
Yeah.
very different.
Who was your teacher for event planning?
Catherine.
Catherine. Oh.
And then networking, I was like, wait, I don't know what I can do with this, but networking's
But
cool.
I can network.
I can't.
I enjoyed networking.
I got like
Networking was
a
good.
99 in that class.
Come on.
Damn.
I loved that class.
Who
It
was your teacher?
You wouldn't know him.
He doesn't go
he's on the
here.
block.
James Jarosky. Some.
No, you're
He
right.
was
I
a
don't
DJ.
know.
DJ Shams, if you need to know. But yeah, do you think there's like a classic or just a class you favored more than others?
That's
First
a good
year,
question.
second year.
Next year.
I don't know. I think probably one of the more notable classes for me was graphic design because I had a really good teacher.
Who'd you have?
I had what's his name? Patrick.
Yeah.
I did not.
He was like he tended to go in tangents a lot, but like he still taught, and like what he taught was like really oh my god, hold on. Holding back a sneeze.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Pineapple.
Pineapple. Yeah, like Patrick was really good. He talks a lot, but he definitely teaches a lot as well. And just, doing a lot of like actual practical work in graphic design was like really nice. Like if I were to go into a career just based on the courses alone, I would just do that.
I think that class is so cool in the fact that you never have to do assignments at home. Like, well, for
True.
us at least, it's all done, and so it's almost like you don't have homework, but like you do, but you don't.
Mm-hmm.
How about
Yeah.
you?
I think actually, like, controversial. Greg's classes,
Like
his
history?
marketing class
Whoa.
last year was kind of like eye-opening in a way.
It was
Yeah.
so interesting, and I was so bad at it. I was so bad at marketing. Oh.
Yeah, but taking that class, it's like you don't realize until you get there that there's so many different like avenues of the marketing sector of the
Yeah.
industry instead of just like, oh, I'm going to market this album. It's like you can market tours, you can market
Anything.
artists, anything.
I feel the same way about history and appreciation.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of work. We had like a 20-minute presentation. That wasn't fun,
Yeah.
but it was also very informative because we all got to take on different decades, and I know a lot more than I did before.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the way he taught or the way he teaches is very clear, I feel.
Yeah.
So,
I enjoyed that class too.
Yeah.
I'm a scent enjoyer, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
I'm an enterprise.
As much
enjoyer.
as I check out during that class, I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
The hands-on experience is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk more about concerts now. Have you been to any concerts so far this year? It's only February.
No.
Nope.
How about last year? How many did you go to last year?
See, when I write that question, I mean like first semester, second semester.
Ah, in this school year.
In this school year.
This school year.
No,
you go first.
I can't afford it.
Fair.
Valid.
Yeah.
I feel
So
like-
valid.
I feel like I'm biased because I had a job at the Bud stage last year. And
Oh,
I
that would be
there
so
was about
cool.
That's
Oh,
absolutely
God.
wicked.
So you
There's,
went to like several dozen concerts.
Several dozen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who would you like? Would you just get to see them for like free?
Pretty much, yeah.
Who'd you see?
Ooh.
Or like,
Well, Patti Smith and the National. Jeez, who else? There's a bunch of country people like Morgan Wallen and Luke Bryan.
I love country.
That's right up your lane, yeah.
I love country.
Maybe you should work at Budweiser.
You should. It's super fun.
What'd you do? Like security? Like
Don't
what'd
you yell at people?
I love.
I can't
helping
yell,
people.
so
Yeah, I was working part time like usher and ticketing stuff. So I'd work at the front gates. Some nights I was working front gates for Hosier. Hosier or something.
I was so sad I didn't see Morgan Wallen in concert, but it was also like $1,000 a ticket.
Yeah.
Damn.
It was $500 for the lawn.
Yeah. So that was not it. Do you guys have like a dream concert? Like if you had to pick an artist, who would it be?
Mm.
Or a band?
It would
Just
be-
a concert you really want to go to? Or a few?
It'd be kind of weird, since I don't like listen to that genre. But Post Malone, I just love Post Malone.
He's
He's-
such
I
a
understand that.
uplifting person.
Yeah.
Like you just see him vibing out, you're like good vibes.
Yeah.
Like he just uplifts you. I
Yeah.
feel. How about you?
Well, I've already seen them, but like I think either the Arctic Monkeys or the 1975 would be really cool to see again. Like,
I
just-
think both those bands are so underrated.
Mhm.
Some people have like stereotypes over them, and I'm like, why?
True.
For why? Just listen to the music. Just don't listen to like anything else you hear. Just listen to the music.
Hmm.
How about, so the Super Bowl's coming up this Sunday.
The
Sorry,
Super Bowl.
the Super Bowl.
Okay, so I made a spelling mistake. I wrote soup herbal, like soup.
Confessions with Kim.
It's okay. It's still
Soup.
technically said like that. Soup. Yeah, okay.
Moving on.
So I believe Usher is performing this year,
Yes.
right? If you guys had were able to choose who was performing or like a group of people to perform. I know it's kind of a hard question. Who would you choose? I think I would choose I don't know.
I just can't stop thinking
Pitbull,
about
Bruno Mars, and
Rihanna.
Shakira.
Oh.
I don't know why they came to my
Yeah.
head.
My brain is just Rihanna right now with the Super Bowl.
Didn't she go last year?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
still on my mind.
It was pretty good.
I like the one from a couple years ago with Dr. Dre.
Yeah,
That was cool.
that was really cool. It's like I don't watch football,
Mhm.
but I'll turn my TV on just to watch the show, and then I'll go back to whatever I was doing. Anyways, yeah. Can you think of anyone you'd want?
I don't know if Metallica's done it before, but I think Metallica would
feel
be
like
really
they have.
cool.
That would be cool.
I don't know.
I'd love Lady Gaga.
Oh, yeah.
Hers was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what did you guys think of the Grammys?
I didn't watch it.
I-
I slept through it.
I was like, I know Tony's gonna be like, because I had a class with Tony next day. He's gonna be like, someone tell me what they learned from the Grammys. Tell me all the news. So I watched it for Tony, and I learned that Taylor Swift was shown at the beginning of every performance and at the end of every performance, just for
Damn.
clapping and dancing.
Apparently she stood up for everybody's performance.
Yeah, and they showed her. They're like, oh, look at Taylor Swift. I love Taylor Swift.
Fair.
That was.
Moving on.
I didn't want. I was gonna say she's not my favorite, but then I was like, I don't want to get attacked by everyone.
That's
else.
fair. Yep.
I don't get the hype, but if her song comes on, I will party and dance to it. But it's not like I'm like Taylor Swift. It's not-
Yeah, like you are someone who grew up with Taylor Swift music.
Yeah.
It comes on and you're like, yeah, it's Taylor Swift, and then you move on.
Yeah, it's like I know the words to all her songs, but I maybe have like 10 of her songs in my playlist. But it's like I don't
I respect
dislike
it,
her. I
though.
just don't. Same with to be fair, same with Harry Styles. I don't understand like the craze, but I don't think I get crazy like that for artists. To be fair?
I do, but
Who do you go crazy for?
We're not gonna go into this today.
Who do you guys go crazy for?
Oh.
Oh.
Is it any of
It's
your
all the older
songs
stuff,
like David
really.
Bowie?
Well, yeah, David Bowie. Crangbin are great.
No, for me, Lady Gaga. No, like unironically.
She was just born that way.
She's just
Lady
yeah,
Gaga
exactly.
is amazing.
She's the best. And I don't know.
Do you remember the era where she would wear like the crazy,
Oh
The
yeah.
crazy stuff.
and she
yeah.
just stopped one day? I was like, cool. There
Yeah.
goes my childhood.
I have a funny
guess.
story about Lady Gaga. Not Lady Gaga in specific, but it has to do with Lady Gaga. My mother broke her iPhone 4 way back when. I don't even know what year that was. But she basically, I don't think it connected to like service anymore. Something about it broke. But she gave it to me like an iPod sort of situation. There was one song on that phone, and it was Born This Way by Lady Gaga. And I would use my cheap little dollar store headphones, and I would listen to it the hour bus ride in the morning to school, and then the hour bus ride back every single day, because I had issues when I think it was like third grade maybe.
That's
I don't know.
I go
Long
crazy.
ago.
Issues go hard.
So we kind of already talked about your music taste a little bit, but what are some of your favorite songs, artists right now? Like what's on your rotation?
Genres, albums, anything.
For me, it would have to be like right now, indie. I love indie music right now.
What
my heart.
kind of artist does that entail? Just so I'm kind of like.
It's like Mac DeMarco.
You've shocked
Yeah.
him. He's speechless.
Okay, okay.
Kim's a simple
someone-
country girl.
No, I am
So-
not.
Some more like famous ones are they're not famous, but like more popular, like Mac DeMarco, like you just said.
Oh, okay, I understand now.
That's all I can think of. My brain's like blanking out right now.
No,
But
I think that covers it.
yeah, there is one that I listen to called Vacation Manor.
Mhm.
Like I really love them. There's Hippocampus. Also, I listen to them. Yeah, but like
Solid.
Played a Vacation Manor song last time you were on
I
the
think
show.
I
Yeah.
liked it. I think I actually added it to my playlist. I was like,
There
wait.
you go.
Yeah.
And I
See,
was like,
you're
oh.
getting there, Kim.
I know what
Yeah.
indie is.
but my heart like belongs to alternative. Yeah.
So no kidding. I was gonna ask you artists from that, but it's fine. I know what that is.
What about you, Abby?
Thank you for asking, Abby.
That is so punny.
We'll fight it out. My heart's like, because I grew up in rock, like with like classic rock and hard rock. Both my parents like grew up with that, so it'd just be on when I was growing up. And the first artist that I got into was Queen. I was like 10 years old, and Killer Queen came on the radio. I was like, oh, this is good.
Mm-hmm.
So I had my Queen phase about 10 years ago. I've been really listening to a bunch of like kind of like alternative indie stuff lately, like the 1975 and Arctic Monkeys and Mac DeMarco.
So good.
There's a band that I discovered in the summer, Men I Trust. Those guys are good.
We were gonna go see them for a marketing project
Oh.
last semester, but it didn't work out. Greg was like, "Is that really your genre?" And we're like, "Oh,
Is that
well, I
real
guess
indie?"
not."
Yeah, but I went on a big Smiths kick a couple of years ago. I'm still in it, but like,
I was gonna say.
yeah, it's not over yet. Yeah, I'm a big Smiths fan. So
Solid. How about country? Do you guys like country?
absolutely not.
Oh,
Agreed. Sorry, Kim.
solid. Okay, I was an avid not liker of country, but now I'm an avid. It's like my homework study music because I don't pay attention, but I do.
What made you like country?
Yeah, what
There's
mysterious...
like a rasp. There's like a rasp in country artist's voice that like calms.
You can
It,
find
like
that
calms.
elsewhere.
I think it's great. But it's
I'm
not like
I'm
I only
gonna
listen to
judge
country.
you
Like
for
my
listening to
first genre is
country.
definitely
I
like
respect
rap
it.
and hip hop, and then it's like pop, and then it's country. But it's like if you click shuffle on my playlist, it's gonna be every single genre out there.
Oh yeah.
So
Fair. Mine's
Yeah.
similar. All right. Well, that's the end of our show today. I look forward to seeing you all back here next week.
you can follow our guests on Instagram at mbm.flashback and their personal Instagrams, which they mentioned earlier. You can also find them on our Instagram. And don't forget, you can follow us on social media at the DCSA Media Hub and MBM Vault.
And here's Make the Road by Walking by Menahan Street Band, playing us out live from the Media Hub on riotradio.ca.